Cadella. In today's episode, I will be talking to you about another influential woman in science, in a segment I like to call Make Them Mainstream. In this segment, I inform you about awesome women in science, both past and present. These ladies should be household names, but I never even learned about them in school. So I want to bring them to light and make them mainstream on this mainstream platform. I get most of my information and inspiration from this book called Women in Science, 50 Fearless Pioneers Who Changed the World. This is an awesome book, you guys. I will leave the link to this book and to the author in the description. So go check it out and see what this book has in store. The author wrote and illustrated it, and it's an awesome book. Today we're going to be talking about Emmy Noether, a German mathematician and theoretical physicist. Now, as someone who was originally going to school to be a mathematician with an emphasis in physics, this woman just blows my mind. She worked with Einstein and his team to develop his theory of relativity. She created the field of abstract algebra, and she developed a theory named after her, which connects time, energy, and angular momentum. Like most women we talk about in this segment, she was very passionate about education. She wanted to be educated like her father and like her brothers, but in Germany it was illegal for women to get in higher education at this time. So instead, she sat in the back of a classroom and got her education anyway. She sat and learned in these lectures for 2 years without getting credit, without taking tests, without anyone acknowledging her. She just sat and was like, I need to learn. She also was unrecognized when she started teaching for her father. She wasn't getting paid and she didn't have a title, but she taught math anyway. And her students even had a nickname. They were called the Noether Boys. Though she lacked education, she still provided a bunch of important mathematical equations. One thing that's really important about Emmy as well is that she had no shame in her body. People made fun of her because she was heavy and she liked to eat. She would always just say, hey, if I don't eat, then I can't do math. And education was so much more important to her than body image. And I just want to say, you go, girl. We need to talk more about someone's intellect and rather the way that someone looks. And she was already pushing back body haters in the 1800s. Now, the book Women in Science say that she is considered one of the most influential people in mathematics. And when I read that made me really sad, because if she's one of the most influential people in this subject that I love and that I'm so passionate about, how come I've never heard of her? We talk about Albert Einstein so much, but he considered her to be vital as well. He has this quote saying, Fräulein Noether was the most significant mathematical genius thus far, produced since the higher education of women began. And that's true, because she has several schools, a moon crater, a theory, and equations all named after her. I strongly encourage you guys to look Emmy up, because she definitely deserves more recognition that people have given her, and she's done so much more than I have shared with you today. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share it. Let's make Emmy and all the other women that I will talk about in this segment a household name, because we're missing out a part of history when we don't recognize them. And we're missing our faces as being part of science, technology, engineering, and math. So let's spread the word about these amazing women. As always, my beautiful friends, stay wild, Moonchild, and make them mainstream.